Yes, yes, yes. Once again, man, welcome to the Klyph Notes podcast. Live recording of the Klyph Notes podcast tonight, man. Thank y'all so much for being here. Really excited for this one, as I said, man. I'm not gonna share too much. We are live streaming right now on the DJ Klyph Facebook fan page, and so if if you want to send people to that would be cool. We just want to let people know that we have people in the building. The one thing that I do want to be sure that we do. This is the third live recording that we've done here at the Show Bar, and it's been so cool to have the Show Bar host this event. I'm really excited for the future of Klyph Notes Live. But can I have y'all help me really make a lot of noise and let the Show Bar know how much we appreciate the opportunity to be here. Yeah. So, like I was saying, man, it's I've been building with this young man for a number of years, and it's funny. My wife asked me, I always want to do this. I need y'all to one more time make a ton of noise for the most beautiful woman on the planet. My wife is here tonight. She asked me a while ago, like, how'd you meet Renz? Like, how did y'all link up and just start building? And I was like, I reached out and I was like, yo, I do this thing and I would love to have you come through and talk to you about the things that you do. And he was very gracious to take time to come and chop it up. And we've been building ever since. I'm also very grateful to Renz because through Akepele Apparel, as you see, I'm rocking one of my favorite designs. And the man who's behind this design is in the back of the room, man. Big ups to you, bro, for all of your talent. Akepele Apparel has been a supporter of this podcast for a number of years, and so I'm grateful for that as well. But I'm gonna stop talking solo because it's not about me. It's about my next guest, DJ Renz. Yo, what's good?
Man, give yourself a round of applause. Can we get some love with DJ Klyph?
Too kind.
I'll tell you why real quick. Probably one of the nicest guys that you'll ever meet. Extremely humble and a networking god, and just constantly giving. And I think that's real cool. And I'm honored to be here, and I'm honored to be a part of this. And I just want to say thank you, man.
Oh man, my pleasure, bro. I'm gonna have you bring that microphone around though, because I want to make sure that they.
Can you hear it better?
I want to bring it around this side. Bring it around this side. Yeah.
I don't do these all the time, so.
So like I said, bro, it's been a minute since we had a chance to chop it up. I was thinking about it. I think the last conversation like this that we had was pre-pandemic, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Our last was actually right before the last pop-up, and then pre-pandemic.
Okay.
Yeah.
So those are some of the things I want to talk about. Through the whole pandemic, you really worked to keep yourself busy, both as a DJ and as a brand owner with Akepele Apparel, and have made it through the situation, man. And just other stuff that you were working on as an entrepreneur and businessman. And I don't know how much of your business I want to put out in the street in terms of where you are now currently as a business person.
Full entrepreneurial status, I guess. It's good and bad, but no. Yeah, the pandemic kept me busy. I was finishing up school.
Yeah.
I graduated in 2020. Summa cum laude.
Yeah.
I'm pretty proud of that. I drop that any chance I get. But yeah, the pandemic kept me busy. I was wrapping up school, building the brand, kind of gave myself a time limit to what I want to do with the brand. Yeah. And did 2 pop-ups last year in 2021, which were really successful. Thank you, Kahala. And then Twitch just opened up doors for me as a DJ. It got me back into digging for records. It got me a platform to play what I wanted to play, like 24/7 when I could, when I would get on Twitch, and it was a lot of fun. I grew as a DJ during that time, so.
That's what's up. And you were consistent with it, man. It was so good. And then some of the other streams that you would do, like the Prince situation where you and Mighty Moves and DJs from all over the planet, right?
Yeah.
We're coming together in 24 hours.
Shout out to Mighty Moves for linking those up. The purple raids, yeah.
That's what's up,
24-hour raid streams. All love for Prince.
Crazy. And then just again staying busy as a DJ, even locally, man. You're doing events on every Sunday now over at Alberta Street Pub with Soulful Sundays. You mentioned the pop-ups, which I think is just the whole design of the pop-ups. But for people maybe who are watching or who aren't familiar, what was the genesis of doing a pop-up?
The biggest thing was to get the product out and for people to see it. Yeah. It's hard to see something online because only just an online storefront. It's hard to see something online and think, oh, I want to get that. Like, does it fit? What's the quality like? To take a risk on a company you may not know. Yeah. So doing the pop-up was all about just getting somebody in the store, hand them the product, get to know the brand, and kind of get the experience of Akepele apparel. So. Which
was so dope because the way that you set it up, man. It was a pop-up, but it felt very like the installation felt very complete, which I thought was really cool. And I know that your family was and close friends were a part of making that a reality.
I credit all them. Yes.
Hard work of putting those together, and they all came out. They all just came off really, really well, bro.
Yeah, they were incredible. They're very successful pop-ups. Shout out to everybody who helped. Many of them are here right now, but I credit them for the success of the pop-up, though. They made me look good.
No doubt.
So that's really what it was.
It's one of the. I appreciate you. I appreciate you giving me my flowers, bro. Like really, truly do. But another thing that you gifted to me was an opportunity to sort of step out of my comfort zone a little bit. I've been doing. I always tell people I'm very comfortable, I'm comfortable calling myself a DJ because I'm on the radio, right? Mm-hmm. But having people in my circle like yourself, like DJ O.G.ONE, Matt Nelkin, Mighty Moves, I'm like, be careful how much of a DJ I call myself, you know what I mean? But you were very very welcoming and gave me the opportunity to be a part of the pop-ups, and so I just want to publicly say thank you for that, man. That's really, really cool.
You're part of the circle, man. That's how we do.
Official, baby.
Yeah, official. Absolutely. There you go. You are a DJ, man. You're very much a DJ.
Thank you, man. And then as a continued connection with you, man, Motown on Mondays, you extended an invitation and let me rock with an event that's like well known all over the world, man. That was so much fun for me, man. Yeah. That was so much fun for me. Doing thank you, brother. Doing events like that have to feel in the times in which we're in, coming out of the pandemic, have to feel special, I would imagine. Mm-hmm. We get an opportunity to look at where we are right now and the opportunities that we have that were taken away from everybody on the planet for a couple of years, man. Has that sort of changed the way that you move in terms of being a DJ like live?
Yes, in the fact that I'm grateful to have opportunity to play in front of people now.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I love Twitch. Twitch really opened a lot of doors for me, but there is something about being in front of a crowd and reading a crowd and kind of feeling, like Mighty and I talk about this a lot too, is being in a crowd. Sometimes you just find that one person that's vibing off of you and you play to them and everybody else feels that energy. It's kind of like on Twitch it's hard for that unless somebody's really vocal in the thread and lets you know that they like what you're playing, and with all the emotes and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. But again, Twitch is a whole nother beast, being that you get to play what you want when you want, and it's great. But sometimes I'm pretty animated, so I dance by myself in the room by myself. And if you're watching, you probably think I'm on something, But that's me anyway. If you see me in person, I'm just bouncing around all over the place anyway. So
no doubt. Yeah. And then just kind of running through some of the things that you're doing. Again, the invitation has been extended, and I'm so grateful to be able to rock with the crew. Me for the first time coming up this Sunday at More Bounce, which is an event that you guys have been doing for a minute.
2018, I think. Yeah.
Wow.
4 years.
Yeah. So for people who are live streaming who are in Portland, I want to let them know what More Bounce is because we want you all to come out this Sunday.
Yes. More Bounce is a day party that Brian and myself curated. It's just kind of it's a day party for people to just come and have fun and vibe and get the summertime vibes. And we extended it into non-summertime as night parties monthly. we did have a spot, Killingsworth Dynasty, that we were at. We really love that place, and they didn't survive the pandemic. So at any rate, we're back at Satellite Pub this Sunday, 2 to 8, with you, Mighty, Nelkin, myself, and Bazooka Band. 5 solid DJs giving you just that party summertime vibe. And that's kind of the whole intent of More Bounce, is to just get people out, have a good time. No frills, no egos, just to come hang out and have good music and you know, handshakes and hugs and high fives and everything. So
that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Thank you for doing that, bro. You know, as we talk about coming out of the pandemic and we're all looking for ways to find a little bit of normalcy, find opportunities to network and come together and be in one another's presence, and you folk have done that with these events. And so, you know, I don't know if you realize that it's that big of a deal, but it actually really is, bro.
We just kind of look at it as something we want to do. It's kind of like it's time to start planning again and reach out to venues and stuff. But yeah, it's walking away, you feel good. You feel good about it. You feel good about doing the events. And they're growing. Every year it grows. And so, but it's cool to have you part of it this time.
No, word up. Yeah. Word up. Absolutely. Yeah. So we talk about these things that you're doing as a DJ, but as we mentioned, also as an entrepreneur, you have really done, I think, some really cool things with the brand, with the Akepele brand.
Thank you.
Previous episodes of the podcast, we really talked about sort of the genesis of it, how it came about. It feels that obviously you have a little bit more time now that you've graduated, but it really feels like things are moving to another level with the brand. Things we're seeing new designs. We're seeing Akepele be a part of some things that we're going to talk about here in a second, because I really want to know what this is about. But it seems like the brand is a little bit next level now, which is cool. Yeah,
I think the pop-ups helped. Having graduated helped a lot too, because it freed up a lot of time for me to get in and work on designs, figure out new products, new garment layouts. But again, the pop-ups kind of forced me to really push and get something out there. And it was stressful, but that's kind of how I work. Melissa, my fiance, hey, she's shaking her head right now. I felt it. Look, I felt the heat right here. I'm like, that's how I operate. She's like, that's not how I operate. And so, but yeah, like the brand grew exponentially during that time. I was really proud to see what the product would look like in the store as a whole. It kind of gave me a vision of where I'm going with the brand, and also the feedback that I got from everyone let me know that I'm going in the right direction. And it's just, it's a slow build. I mean, having an apparel company is extremely difficult. And I went into this, I think we've talked about this before, I went into the entire thing extremely green, but thinking I knew it all. And it didn't take long before I realized I knew nothing. Absolutely nothing. So it's progression. I'm growing. Everything I do with the brand, it elevates. Every design I do gets better. Every marketing tactic I do gets better. I'm constantly working on the website to build things and make it look more presentable, more professional. It's, again, everything is a learning experience. And I'm constantly learning, which is great. But that'll also, later on in the discussion, that'll come to fruition about why and how. So
I love the aesthetic of the designs, though, man. I think everything that you've put out just really stands out, you know. And I love that there's meaning and purpose behind many of the designs. Does that make it difficult to come up with new designs? I'm trying to say I know that you're a perfectionist without saying I know that you're a perfectionist.
That's probably my biggest gift and curse is I don't want to just put out something. I want it to be good, so I'll sit on designs for a long time. Like, again, we'll talk. You've been part of this process for this next project, so it does. But I've got, like, since I started this brand in 2014, I've just been compiling ideas after ideas after ideas. I've got, like, I could scroll on my phone probably a good couple minutes of just ideas that I keep drumming in my head. But to me, it's more of just finding time to design, being one person, designing, marketing, promotion, brand imaging. Everything is just extremely hard. See, you know, right, OG? OG.ONE knows, It's a lot to do as one person, so I gotta kind of spread myself to what I can manage, and I'm learning time management too. Like I said, learning, but but it's a process. But I'm excited because I do have a lot more stuff for Akepele that I want to get out there and that are in the works. It's just finding the time to put there. So
again, I just this thought continues to come back to me. I so appreciate the people who are here in the room tonight and your connections. And the one thing that I know is consistent that I've had an opportunity to see with the pop-ups and those things is that you keep your circle of family really, really close to you. And having that support has got to feel great.
Oh, yeah. It kind of warms my heart in a way to say that everybody that's here right now, and I say that jokingly, but I really mean it honestly. Like, I mean, some of these cats in here I haven't seen in a very long time, and it means a lot that they're here and showed up and made the trek. Some of them don't even live close, and they're here still too. Yeah. But my core, my family, they're all here and they're all supportive. Just about everything I do, they support. Yeah. So I just got to find a way to be able to return that favor in the future.
It's coming. Yeah. I'm confident. So one of the things that we do as a community is we are connected on social media. And even when we talk on a regular basis or a semi-regular basis and working on projects together, every once in a while you'll see something that pops up on social media that somebody that you're connected with, and you're like, oh, that seems like it came out of nowhere. What's up with that? And I recently saw that, Renz. So you're doing I'll let you tell me about what's going on with the DMC joint.
Oh, so okay. There's another thing. So
okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we all getting it tonight, baby.
I thought that's what you were referring to. Okay.
Yeah,
well, there's that, and then there's another thing.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll start with the DMC. So Amir Prince, Canada DMC reached out to me. God, was it like 2 years ago? 3 years ago, and had me asked if I wanted to sponsor the Canadian version of DMC. So I jumped on board and we did a sponsorship, gave a bunch of gear and everything, and then they went back the next year and worked with them again, and then there was a hiatus during the pandemic, and then he reached out to me in 2021 and they're trying to pump it back up again. So they brought me in again as another sponsor, brought me in again as another sponsor, and jumped on board. It's just kind of cool. Like there was some heavy hitters, which is great. Yeah.
I think it's really, really dope. And again, when you consider the work that you've done thus far, you absolutely belong there. But yet again, the opportunity to have the brand on that platform to be in front of that level of eyes it's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. It's nice. For those of you who don't know, DMC is like one of the biggest and first DJ competitions, DJ battle competitions that's out there. Yeah. And Canada has their own version of it, and it's ran by Amir Prince. He's another dope DJ, and he's just a cool guy too. We chop it up all the time on Instant Messenger, and he's funny. Ongoing jokes and stuff. He's a real cool guy. So he's easy to talk to, and he's very honest too. I let him know. At one point, monetarily, I can't sponsor at this point. He's like, well, can you at least do prize packs for the winners? And this was obviously in the thick of the pandemic, and so that was easy. Absolutely, I'm good. Let's do it. So,
that's what's up.
Yeah,
that's what's up, bro.
I love those guys.
The other thing.
So other thing.
I'm really, really curious, bro.
So I thought that's what you were referring to earlier when you said you saw something. It was on my IG, but it was also on somebody else's IG. So I can let the cat out of the bag on this, I know. Okay. Right, Matt? We talk about this? All right.
Hold up. Okay. So for everybody who's listening, you don't see, this is why you should be here. If you're not here and you're listening to this afterwards, you should be here now, because then you'd get to see that I am super stalling because we're live streaming this situation, and the live stream is not, it's not
connecting.
Yeah. Did it? This one? Is it off?
This one looks like it's off. It's not showing anything on the side.
Oh, well then what we need to do is, right? Come on, Trent.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna sing instrumental.
Okay. All right, so we back. I don't know if we stream it. We're at least recording. Okay. Let's go.
Either way. So the next project, a collaboration, and this actually stemmed from Mic Check 6 at White Eagle. The Rusty Blades project.
Yes.
So attending that show, I absolutely fell in love with the album.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's incredible. So if y'all don't know, let me just back up real quick. So our guy Matt Nelkin right here owns a record label called Liquid Beat. Give us some love right here. Yes. Liquid Beat puts out some incredible music, and I think everybody should at least go and download something from there if you don't have a record player.
The catalog is amazing.
The catalog is thick, and it's all quality music. Trust me, it's quality music.
Yeah.
And so, having been friends with Matt, I obviously have listened to quite a few pieces that have come through the label, and then going to the Mic Check show where Rusty Blades is a project with Libretto and Vitamin D, and it's put out through Slum Funk and Liquid Beat. Yeah. And they did the inaugural they did the record release performance at Mic Check about a month and a half ago, and I just fell in love with the album. The album is incredible. It tells a story from beginning to end. Again, the project's called Rusty Blades, and it tells Libretto's story from beginning to end, and from the first song to the last song, and it's what I would consider to be an absolute complete project. Yeah. Every song is fire, the production is great, the lyrics are great, and in talking with Libretto, like, he had been writing these projects, these songs for a very long time and just compiling them, and it just came together as this perfect piece. And not to mention the artwork for this album is incredible. And so when I left the event, the Mic Check event, like, my wheels started turning. Like, I want to be part of this project. I want to kind of insert the brand in there somehow. So I reached out to Matt, was like, can we do a collaboration and, you know, through Akepele, and put out one of these designs from the album cover. So he said, well, this is a collaboration project with him and Libretto's label, Slum Funk. Let me reach out to him and see what he says. Yeah. And like within the hour, we had a date set for a meeting. We had a meeting. We talked and chopped it up for a couple of hours, and I mean, left with the idea the project's going to happen. So we're just kind of finalizing the designs now, and basically the collaboration is going to be an Akepele, Slum Funk, and Liquid Beat collaboration, and it's going to coincide with the release of the vinyl of the album that's on August 12th. So it's going to be dope. Yeah,
that's huge.
I'm excited.
That's so dope.
And what makes this so special is Matt and I have been talking about a way to collaborate in some fashion for a very long time, and I think this piece is going to be a really good jump-off piece for us to do future work together. And this project is something that I'm passionate about, just on the simple fact of Libretto being just an incredible MC, a real fantastic human being, and just somebody that I want to work with and be a part of. And so I like just all three of us together, coming together for this collaboration, I think is going to be something special. And it just stay tuned, because what we're putting out is fire. It's, yeah.
I'm so excited. Nice. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's dope.
So here's a crazy thing. This hasn't been announced yet, but August the 11th is hip hop's birthday. Hip hop will be, hip hop's middle-aged, 50 years old, man. And
just about 49.
49.
Yeah, almost.
Gonna be 50. And I'm once again, man, big ups to the Show Bar for hosting. We will be back here, God willing, on August the 11th for the next live recording of the Klyph Notes podcast, and you are all invited.
Yes.
And my guest will be Libretto.
Word.
Yeah.
Really?
So, you know, I don't know when y'all trying to release this, but
oh boy, the clock is ticking.
Just saying.
Yo, that ties in pretty dope though. That's cool. That's
because
really
then it
cool.
comes full circle.
Yeah, absolutely. You have to come for the Libretto. Yes, man. His life story is more interesting than mine. Trust me. And he's a personality. He's a really good dude. And yeah, he would. The support would be appreciated.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yo, much love to Libretto.
So crazy, bro. But really, really happy for that.
Look at you.
Come on, bro. You know, I'm
Look
trying
at
to,
you doing all cool things.
I'm trying to connect the dots, baby.
like I said earlier, networking God right here. I'm telling you.
Oh my gosh. Thank you. Okay, I really want to get into this, bro. I really want to get into this. So, as I said, I so appreciate our friendship and the conversations that we've had about the things that we do, about impacting lives. We've talked about how you've done that with the brand. We've talked about how you've done that with your art as a DJ, bringing people together, and then looking even. Well, I don't want to say too much about it. I want you to really sort of talk about what it is, and then
cool.
You know, gonna hit up OG. He's gonna help us with a little bit of a reveal in a little bit.
Yeah.
But yo, what's next, baby?
So I'll preface this briefly.
Okay.
So Akepele Apparel, I started in 2014, and like I said earlier, I was really green with putting the brand together, but I knew what I wanted to do. It's about just trying to get it out there and get designs finalized and grow as a designer and grow as a brand owner. And what I quickly realized is Akepele became very much a niche brand, like right off the bat. And it's you kind of have to be a music lover or be really passionate about music in order to really grasp what the brand is about. And the brand's kind of an extension of me because I love music and I've always loved music. And Mom's is in the back, she can attest to that from a very young age, I was like, music was my life. Like if I brought her up here and had her tell the story of the Michael Jackson performance and when he was on the Grammys and my bedtime was a certain time and he hadn't performed yet and I didn't understand that they were obviously going to save him till later.
Right.
So it was my bedtime. I'm just tell the story real quick.
Okay.
It was my bedtime and she's like, okay, I'll let you stay up another half hour, but if he's not on, you got to go to bed.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, cool. He'll be on. It's a commercial break. Another award, commercial break, another award. He still wasn't on. I had to go to bed. So I stomped myself all the way upstairs, throwing a fit, crying. I want to see Michael Jackson, all this stuff. And if I tell the story correctly.
Oh, my God.
I knew Mom's would chime in. I think I said something like, I'm going to call the police. You're a child abuser. I mean, you kept Michael Jackson from me. How dare you? So the thing is, the best part about it, though, is not long after I was sent upstairs and made my cell phone call to call the police.
Yes.
Back then, the performance came on and I'm creeping down the stairs trying to watch it from the stairs. And she knew I was there, but she was enjoying it like this, having a good time while I'm on the stairs creeping. And she looks up, get your ass upstairs. So even though he was already on and I was already awake, I still couldn't watch it.
Hey, bro, gotta follow the command, baby.
Yeah. I know. At any rate, that's just an example. Like music has always been a part of my life, and I've always just kind of flocked to music. So back that up, Akepele is pretty much an extension of me, and I know it's very much a niche brand, but I also wanted to put something out there that can reach everyone and be something that everybody can be a part of. And in the process of, what's the best way to say this? Solidifying Akepele, there's a book I read, and it gave me the steps of, it's called the Story Brand book, and it gave me some steps into creating what your brand story is based upon what you give to this book. And it was really helpful to me to kind of sit back and analyze what is Akepele and what does it mean and what does it mean to people. And in the process of that, I found a tagline that I really liked, and I was going to use it for Akepele, and I decided not to go with it, but the name resonated with me. And in my mind, I just started building on it, and it became another brand idea for me. And so that's what this here is about, is launching an offshoot of Akepele, and the brand is called Epitome of Dope. And it's, wait till you hear the concept idea around this. And the reason why, the true reason why I wanted to do this is I want to be able to connect with people more than through just music, but through a mindset and a style. There it is, yes. So the idea about the Epitome of Dope is kind of converting your mind into realizing that you are of value and have something to offer. And I feel like everybody has self-doubt. Everybody goes through moments of not feeling like you have something valuable or having something to offer. And it's easy to get into your own head and start telling yourself those things. And I think that we need like a constant reminder to make sure that you realize that you have something to offer. You are special. You are somebody of value. And to me, it's finding your own personal royalty. And that's where the crown right here comes from.
That's what's up.
Right? And so to break it down, the Epitome of Dope is being the best example that you can be of yourself. And the word dope, the slang word for dope, is excellence. And so you're being the best example of excellence for yourself that you can be. And that's what being the Epitome of Dope is.
I love that.
And the idea of the breakdown of the crown in where the term royalty kind of comes through is delta is the mathematic symbol for change. So the idea is to get into your head and change the way you think and the way you put things out there into the world and hold on to things. You got to change that. And the 3 deltas give you 3 points. And the points is me, myself, and I. It all starts with you. It all ends with you. So you need to start with yourself, me, myself, and I, to change the way you think to what you put out there, because it'll make you a happier person, right? And so with the 3 points, the delta, the crown represents your personal royalty. And that's kind of how we sit with the epitome of dope.
That's so dope. That is so dope.
It's good. And again, the idea of this is to be able to reach more people and connect with more people on a positive spectrum, and to give people something tangible to hold on to. And I'm still going back and forth with a few taglines about the brand, and one of them is to wear your crown. Like, just remember, every day you wake up, wear your crown. Think about things. You know, we're all gonna have bad days. You know, we can turn them around, but it's literally getting into that mindset of thinking, I've got something to offer. I've got something to give. I've got something to push for. I've got someone to make happy. You know, that's close to me. You've got things to push for and to look forward to. And the idea around this really is to just become the best version of you. You want to be dope. You want to be excellence, but your own personal excellence.
That's what's up, bro. That's so dope. So I hear you describe that, and the thing that comes to mind, the thing that comes across is you're creating something that's so much bigger than who you are. And you just expressed wanting to do that, but that's not the norm, right? That's not what we do. We're so challenged by life, trying to make it and trying to promote me, and you're creating an opportunity to maybe uplift some people who are just struggling with trying to make it through the day. I mean, does that resonate with you, like the power of what this potential, the potential that this has?
Well, it resonates with me more on my own personal experience. Mm-hmm. Just, I've always battled with finding value in what I'm doing or what I'm putting out there. Mm-hmm. Self-doubt. I'm not that good. I'm not a great DJ. My design work sucks. You know, it's easy to get into your head. It's easy to just wake up one day and feel like, I just don't want to attack the day, you know, and then you go throughout that day and you start attacking yourself now, right? Yeah. Like, you're tired, you're just not feeling it, you start doubting things, and you know, I become my own victim of that, and I'm really trying hard to turn that around. I mean, even in just recent time, a couple of months ago, like, you know, I went through a moment where I was just wasn't feeling myself, and there was just something there, and it was along the lines of finalizing this and everything, and I was, you know, in my mind, just not to get all weird or nothing like that, but I was ready to just throw in the towel on everything, and just like, I can't have it. You know, Mighty and I sat and talked a couple times about this, but it's just, you know, part of it was letting go of a lot of stuff that I've been holding on to that was making me angry, like something somebody had said or done that offended me or made me feel like I wasn't special, and I was holding on to that. And literally, I told Brian one day, I said, I made this post, and it was just to get this off my chest. You know, maybe it's not the right way to do it, but it made me feel better. And from that day forward, I felt like this is easier to just throw something that's bothering me away. Like, you know, like, I'm not gonna hold on to it anymore. It's cool. I'll remember that it happened, but I don't need to hold on to that it happened, right? To move forward. And so the idea for me is this is a self-help brand for me, although it's an offshoot from Akepele. It's a self-help brand for me, and I'm gonna be the spokesperson to help somebody else feel like you've got something to give too. So
that's what's up, bro. And
thank you.
Such a thing to be celebrated, because you just gave the example of how this works. You know, so when people see the design, when people get access to the design, they can tap into this if they find themselves in a similar space and know that this can. We've already seen the blueprint, right, of how this can help at least start a conversation. Yeah, which I think is really huge.
Wear your crown.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Yeah. That's so dope. So in terms of, you know, we have the design, and we wanna share this. We want to get the word out. We want to, you know, there may be people here who feel like that they want to represent that. Like, what's the first way that we can do that?
Well, social media, website. No, actually, I worked my butt off this week and created a short run of tees that represent this, that have the logo and the brand motto on the back. The idea is this brand isn't going to launch until into next month. So what you what you can experience today and get today is an actual tangible garment of this before anybody else will have access to it. I'll be on. Exclusive. Yeah, exclusive. No. It's important for me to be able to get it out there and push it. The social medias are up and live, but I haven't been active to like and follow anybody just because I've kind of wanted to keep it a secret and under wraps. And again, once this airs, the brand still won't be available yet. So it's going to be into August. I just want to do it right. I want everything to be locked down, just the opposite of what I did with Akepele, right? I want everything to be locked down and go smoothly, but I feel like a soft launch, a decent design to let you know what the brand is about, something to rock and be proud of, and let people know that there's something out there that's going to help change them is why I decided to release a few pieces tonight. I got 30 of them, and once those are gone, they're not going to be available until the website goes live in August. So it's going to be good. I'm excited about it. I think it'll be another opportunity to reach people, and in turn, people will be able to learn about Akepele, which is my true baby, and they'll kind of work in tandem with each other to be able to elevate and grow. So.
No doubt. So I want to make sure that this, yes, absolutely. I want to make sure that this wasn't lost on anyone here in the room. Like, y'all can get joints here tonight. Like, this is exclusive.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. That's what's up.
Yeah, I got a couple of mediums in there.
Okay. I think that this is, again, I feel like this has the potential to have such an impact on the community because I'm in a similar place myself, you know, in terms of looking at ways to impact my community. Okay. And I'm on that journey where you do start with self. And so that's why, you know, I don't want to minimize, I want to maximize how valuable and how important and just how cool this is that this is where you are on your journey right now, bro.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, 100%.
It was interesting so I came to the first Klyph Notes live. It was about 2 months ago, and this idea had been brewing for a little bit. And I was talking with Klyph afterwards, and I was like, I want to do this. Bring me back on. I've been on the Klyph Notes podcast twice now, and return guests, you know, you got to kind of have something to give, you know, to offer. Otherwise, we'll just be talking about the same old thing, right? So I briefed him on what I was doing with this brand, and it like his eyes lit up and it clicked. It was like, okay, I'm gonna put you on for July. This is what we need to do. And so it put the fire under me to get this going and this brand to hit. And I still was in development phase of what I wanted to do. I didn't have a design yet or anything, and it really put the fire under me. But it was really cool to see, just from the experience I've had with Akepele and just life experience since then, how quick this brand came together for me as a whole. Mm-hmm. The idea of it is just, it all just started to flow. Like from the design aspect, wanting to do the crown, the 3 points, thinking about what does that mean? It's me, myself, and I. The deltas, the symbol of change, you know, all these things I expressed before, it all just came, it all just flowed through. And how much it meant to me just kind of came out, and it was very, it was just fast. It was really fast. And so it tells me that it was meant to be. It was meant to, something to happen like this. And I'm excited. I want to just kind of see where this is going to take me. So,
that's what's up. That's what's up, man. So, you know, now here we are, where are we? We're almost August.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. Same time as flying.
My goodness,
like,
yo.
What month are we in?
I think I would be, I don't know, like family might get mad if I ask this question, but are you doing another pop-up? What's up, D?
I had a couple people text me today. They're like, is your big reveal, are you talking about another pop-up? If so, I'm busy that day. I wore everybody out last year. But that just goes to show that the team that support me and that came through to make these pop-ups what they were, they were extremely incredible. And everybody thought that this was an actual store that was coming up on on that block.
Yeah.
Neighboring businesses were coming over. Welcome to the neighborhood. This is great. Hey, you like that?
You
Welcome
like
to the neighborhood.
Yeah, come on, baby. You know we do.
But it was that kind of thing. And so, like, I really, again, thank you guys. This is a great public forum to let everybody know. I appreciate you guys so much for helping make the brand look good. And again, for Kahala in the back, for donating his space, not once but twice, for me to just take over and set up shop and get the brand out there. And I'll add too that Kahala's been a supporter of mine for everything I've been doing since I met him in 2004 or 5. Word. He's just been a really great friend and an extreme supporter. So thank you, Kahala, my man.
It's kind of funny, you know, as we talk here, you realize, I realize that there's the connections in this room seem so deep. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. The names that you're calling, the people who I know. This feels like this is what it's supposed to be when we think about community. Mm-hmm. Like this is it.
I agree.
It's not. This is it. This is the perfect example of community.
It really is.
Yeah,
very much so. And everybody that's actually here, and I know just almost every single one of you. And I've known them for years, like decades, I guess I could say. And that to me just shows, you know, I mean, even OG, I've known OG since the Rose City Roundtable meetings way back then, you know, at the refectory, Like, so, the refectory, right? But I mean, exactly. But it just goes to show, like, the kind of people that I'm able to surround myself around, and, you know, you included, is the longevity just shows the kind of people that we are. Yeah. So I think that I'm blessed to be able to have the friends that I have because they help elevate me and help support me. Mm-hmm. So I guess that's kind of another reason why I want to continue to be the best person that I could be to represent the people that represent me. It all works full circle.
No
so.
doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt. That's love. One of the things that I have enjoyed as I was thinking about the opportunity to do Klyph Notes Live, the one thing was just another chance to bring artists, creatives, in a room with people who might be fans of theirs, and to be able to see. I know how it is for me. People who I'm a fan of. It's really cool to see people in person. You know,
absolutely.
And in doing that, wanting to, and let me say this. So, this is the third Klyph Notes Live I've done here at Show Bar. Mm-hmm. We did J Jury, we did Mighty, and we did, and this is the third one. Yep. I also had an opportunity to do Klyph Notes Live in Pioneer Square with the Numberz for their first PDX Black Podcast Festival. And yeah, it was dope. I had a chance to interview Tyrone Hendricks and Rashid Jamal, and you were there.
Yes.
And I just want to say thank you for supporting that way, man. I mean,
absolutely.
I think that's really big.
Yeah, it was great to me. You could applaud that all day because those interviews were incredible. And if I'm not mistaken, they're on. They're on the podcast.
Yeah, you can listen to them.
Rashid Jamal, incredible guy. Real humble, very quiet, seems timid, but hilarious. Awesome guy. And obviously Tyrone Hendricks was the guest there too, and it was just cool to watch because you're like one of the best interviewers I really enjoy listening to you interview people because you do your research, and you know the right way to ask questions. You're patient. You've got just great qualities. You're easy to talk to. So when listening to the interview with those guys, it was just really cool to he pulled out some stuff from them that they probably weren't ready to talk about or didn't know, but they did because they felt comfortable. You know, they thought, Klyph's a good guy. This is great. I'll talk about it. It's all right. You know, and so you got a little bit more than you'd get just in a regular conversation with someone. So, it was great.
No, that's love. Yeah. I appreciate it. And so going through that process of being able to bring people in the room together, one of the other things I was excited about was to give people an opportunity to really talk to people who are on the stage. And so we've created a Q&A section. So we're still working on the theme music. O.G.ONE is creating the theme music for the
He's like, am I?
No. So if there's anybody who has any questions for Renz, aka Trent, I want to give you a microphone and give you an opportunity to ask, whether it be about Akepele, whether it be about any of the DJ things that he's doing, whether it be any questions about the new brand, the Epitome of Dope. If there's anyone who has a question, shout out to Neil. Neil, my bad, bro. I was gonna ask you to throw me another microphone, but we're gonna use mine.
I'll even answer questions about Michael Jackson and my mom keeping me from watching shows. There might be a couple more I could think of. Shout out to my mom in the back. Love you.
Hi, I always have a question, as you know.
Yes.
So you were speaking on moments of self-doubt and waking up every day just not really believing in yourself, and I can relate to that deeply. I'm a musician manager, and I definitely suffer from imposter syndrome on a daily basis. And I've had to develop literal catch lines that I say to myself in order to get through that and move on to the next thing. Do you have specific catchphrases that work for you that you can suggest to people when they're going through that hardship?
That's a great question, and I haven't developed any catchphrases. One of the things that I've found that helps me is simply just recognizing that I'm not having a good moment. So like when I wake up, I can kind of feel like where my head is going. If I'm extremely tired and I didn't get enough sleep, I usually know that that's gonna be a rough morning. So I kind of really just try and talk to myself in a sense and just say, you're only feeling like this because you're not rested, or you're stressed, or you have something on your mind. And so to me, it's important to try and figure out what that is, and then I can walk myself through it. But like I said, it's a work in progress. I'm still trying to learn myself. I'm 46 years old. I'm still trying to figure my own mind out. But I feel like this is a great step to be able to, the great first step is to be able to recognize that this is happening and know that, okay, I'm having a weird moment, I'm having a rough day, let me try and figure it out, right?
It's more of a full conversation with
Yeah,
yourself.
it is. And then I have an incredible support system. My fiance, she's there, if I come downstairs and she could read it on my face, what's wrong, you all right? And then, for the most part, I just feel weird today, or, I got a lot on my mind, and she's usually good at trying to balance that out. So, yeah, I'm grateful for that. Yes.
Yes, thank you. Any other questions?
Yeah, I know, right? Look at Brian's like, I'm going to ask something crazy.
Hey, first time, long time. Can I do like a rapid fire one? I really want to just get these off real quick.
Oh shit, here we go.
Just like
he really did
whatever
some
pops.
research.
Yeah, I just made some notes. Whatever pops in your head. This is more like musical quizzing on.
Here we go.
But this is like your preferences. So this is
All
just
right.
like for the audience, just to get a better idea of like who you are and
Okay.
what you like and all that. I'm just gonna rapid fire 5 questions off, and you just answer
Here
off
we
the top
go.
of your head. All right.
I'll do my best.
What's the greatest New Jack Swing song of all time?
Oh. Christopher Williams, Don't Wake Me If I'm Dreaming.
Okay, that's correct.
That's, yeah.
So
there is a
an
right
opinion-
answer.
It's an opinion question, but that is the correct answer, actually.
I'm 1 for 1.
He
I'm
actually
1
had
for
the
1.
correct opinion. That's the first time in history that's ever. What is the greatest slow jam of all time to you?
This is a good one. Okay, so, damn, this is hard because my mind is going through.
And you could have multiple uses for this. You could maybe like this is one for this. Maybe there's a couple different scenarios where these slow jams will work. Maybe there's a couple different choices.
Okay, so I have a few favorites, favorite slow jams. One is Secret Garden, Quincy Jones. The layers of that song and the artists that are involved in that are some of my favorites. And that song just, it catches me and it moves me. Lenny Williams, yes, Like I Love You. That one is one of my absolute favorites. It's a great ballad. It'll tell the woman, just where it's at. And then let's see. There's one I used to always play on Wind Down, and it's slipping my mind right now because you did the rapid fire thing. And as soon as you walked away, it'll come to me.
It's not the George Benson one, is it?
No, but
Okay.
that's a great one. It's the remake that Howard Hewitt did of Average White Band, and A Love of Our Own. That's one of my favorites. I love that
Okay.
track. Yes.
All right, now we're getting the real deal.
Here we go.
What is the greatest Prince song?
Oh. So Prince has about 3,000 greatest Prince songs. Is the safest
that
answer.
we know of. That we know
is
of.
the safest
Until
answer.
The rest of it's released, and then there's more.
But one of my favorite tracks is "Screams of Passion," and it's not necessarily a track that he's singing on, but he's involved with that. And there's just something about, I think
The Family.
It's the Family. Who's the singer on that? It's slipping my mind right now.
Saint
Saint
Paul.
John or
Saint
Saint
Paul.
Paul, there
Yeah,
it is.
Saint Paul.
His singing at the beginning of that, the pitch, it gets me in my chest every time I hear that song, and it just gives me this like feeling, and I love that song, "Screams of Passion," and then 17 Days. Like those are two of my favorites. Absolutely, yeah.
All right, two more. What is the greatest Stevie Wonder song?
Oh, our favorite.
You gotta say it though.
I don't say it like it's mine. Yeah, like as a couple.
Listen,
but
we have a song, all right? It's called Love, Light, and Flight.
Yeah.
It's the best song of all time from Stevie Wonder.
The absolute perfect Stevie jam.
It makes you feel like paradise.
Yeah.
That's the first line of the song.
Yes.
All right, last one.
That's our song.
Yeah. I'll take that. What is the greatest Michael Jackson song?
"Baby Be Mine." The "Baby Be Mine" is one of my absolute favorites, and that comes from, I think Thriller was one of the first albums I ever owned, and out of all the songs on that album, "Baby Be Mine" was the one that I would always go to. I think it's track 6 on the CD, and it'll be the first track on the second side if I remember correctly. Anyways, I love that album, and that song to me, Rod Temperton on the writing, and oh man, that song just it'll punch you in the chest. It's just such a feel good song. I can't explain it, but I tried. Anyways, yes.
Thank you.
Thanks, Brian. I appreciate it, Mighty. Yeah.
Mighty moves. Any other questions for DJ Renz?
Ah, here we go. Be easy, Jay. I've known this guy for
What's up, homeboy?
geez,
12.
Yes,
12.
yeah. So if we count back, we do the math. That's like 30 something.
A long time. And
Very long time.
go with that. So, as an artist myself, and you know me?
Yes.
I have recently gone through a point where I have questioned the quality of my artwork
Really?
and where I'm going with it and whether I'm stretching myself thin. And do I need to collect myself and focus on one aspect other than all of those? Have you dealt with that? And if you have, how have you dealt with that?
That's a great question. I will start this off by saying that
First off, I want to say, I fucking love you, brother.
I love you too, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate you, Jay, for real. Where you could go with your art, right here on the left side, because you already done the right side.
You got me until I die.
Yeah, actually, in recent time, I kind of, during the moment that I was sharing earlier, where I was kind of just questioning, where I'm at, what I'm doing. I think some of it stemmed from spreading myself too thin and feeling like I wasn't giving enough to one thing. And so I just added another brand to my plate, and then it solved everything. No, it didn't. No, but part of what that was I contemplated to just stop DJing for just like let DJing go and focus on the brand, or let the brand go and focus on DJing because I really enjoy DJing. But both of these things I've just grown to love so much. It's really hard to think about not doing either of them anymore, and got to find a different way around that. So you got to really kind of pull in what's important to you. Do you enjoy the one aspect that you feel like you want to focus on, or do you enjoy what you do as a whole, and can you make it work? I mean, if you're leaving something behind that you fully enjoy, like we've had this conversation, so I think I know where you're going with it, but I love the black and gray work that you do. Obviously, it's, and I feel like the color work you do is great, but if you go strictly to the black and gray, are you going to be leaving something behind that could be impactful to somebody else?
Oh, it's funny you say that. It's funny you say that because I've recently ditched the color.
All the way
going
through?
back to the black and gray.
See?
That's where my first love was, and then I veered off, and so I felt like I feel like I'm good at a lot of stuff. I
agree.
now want to be great at one fucking thing.
Okay. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, and I see what you mean, and yeah, absolutely. I'll support that all the way through. Well, trust me.
I got you. I got you. Right on.
No, I appreciate that. Thank you, Jay, so much.
Yeah, word up. Word up. Any other questions? I think this young lady here had a question.
Of course.
I don't like to embarrass my husband by asking questions.
No, that's kind of what this is about.
So when is the fiance a wife?
Wait. I thought you said you don't want to embarrass the husband by asking questions. No. Do you want to come answer that? Here she go. Okay, I'll let her answer this. Hey, be easy. Remember, this is recorded.
Because he's groomzilla. I want to elope, but he wants the big wedding. So,
That's the truth. That's the truth. But I guess since we got everybody here, might as well explain this.
Okay.
I think that she deserves the big wedding, like to be the one that gets all the attention and the oohs and ahs and has that experience. We've been battling back and forth of, can we tone it down safely and, do a smaller version, but I don't know. We're still kind of, I think what's keeping us is we're still battling on, we want a big wedding, small wedding, big wedding, small wedding, elope, go down to the courthouse in some shorts and a button up and then head Hawaii or whatever. I don't know.
Medium wedding with
Yeah.
those that love you.
Yes, but there's so many people that love us and that we love that we would want to be there. So it's hard to scale down. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. But thank you for that question, and it's a very valid question. Oh, it needs to be talked about. Why not in the biggest open forum we got right now? Yeah, right. Yeah, it's being recorded. There is record on this now.
Right.
I love it.
Man, listen, I am once again. I'm so thankful to you. I mentioned it at the beginning. I think probably before we started recording. But aside from being my friend and creating opportunities for me to, to work on my craft as a DJ, you've also through Akepele been a supporter for Klyph Notes, and I want you to know that it's a big deal, bro. That's a big deal, and I just want to say thank you publicly. Say thank you.
I'm happy to be part of it, man.
Yeah.
Yes. I believe in it. I believe in the Klyph Notes podcast fully. I love what you do with it. I like the artists that you bring, the platform you give, the conversations you have. I think it's something that everybody should experience and get into. And yeah, it's incredible. Not everybody can just sit down and have a conversation with someone and pull some things out and give them a platform to talk about their music or talk about their apparel brand or talk about, weddings, life, everything, aside from people being creatives and having a platform that you're giving them, the best part about it is being able to sit and have genuine conversation with someone. And to be able to share that conversation with other people, I think is what's important about Klyph Notes.
Yeah, so. Thank you. I'm glad that comes across because that's the desire. That's the desire. That's the goal. So for those who are in the room, we've talked about how they can support the brand, whether it be directly Akepele or through the new brand, the Epitome of Dope. But for people who are listening, because that's the wonderful thing about podcasts is that now they exist forever.
Yes.
Right? For people who feel moved to support or just want to be a part of what you're doing, how do people do that?
the best way is just keep up with me on Instagram through Akepele Apparel, Akepele Apparel. Right? Yeah, there you go. Akepele Apparel on Instagram. That will lead you to everything. As far as the new brand, Epitome of Dope, on IG, it's E of D brand. Somebody already took over the Epitome of Dope like 12 years ago, and it's a dormant page, and I tried to reach out and contact them to get that handle. Yeah. They've got like 10 followers or whatever, so it's not like somebody just thought of a cool name 12 years before I did, and was gonna do something with it, so I couldn't get that handle, but anyways, it's E of D brand, Epitome of Dope brand, E of D brand, and you just type in Epitome of Dope, it'll be the first one that pops up, and that way you'll find everything else about that brand. And I'll say this, it's gonna be a boutique brand, it's on the higher end, and it's going to be meaningful things that are going to go on the brand. It's not going to be as plentiful as Akepele is with designs and things like that. It'll definitely be high fashion. It's going to be something that's going to be impactful and meaningful. And there's going to be some messages that are going to be thrown in there along with just promoting the apparel side of that brand, because I really feel like I want people to come and feel motivated to just hit that page and, you know, maybe even find something daily on there that's going to help you push through your day. So I want everybody to find their own epitome of dope, and you know you'll be able to do that through there.
That's what's up. Yeah, that's what's up, man. And then in terms of all the other things you're involved with, in terms of the events, how do people make sure that they don't miss out?
AKA RENZO on Instagram. That's the best way to catch me. I'm still trying to learn TikTok, but I don't think that's a good way to promote stuff anyway. IG, I'm on it more than I'm on Facebook, so that's the best way to find me. AKA Renzo, AKA RENZO on IG.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Once again, brother, thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of this. Thank you for sharing the story, and thank you for the impact that you're gonna make, man. I'm excited to see what's next.
Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for the platform, my friend.
Come on, bro.
Yes, sir.
You know what it is.
Good people.
I have, just once again, man, I want to say thank you to the Show Bar for hosting this event. I want to say thank you to all of you for being here. Can we make just a ton of noise for our sound guy, Neil, back here holding us down? Couldn't do it without you. We really, really appreciate you, man.
Thank you for making my voice sound deep. Secret Garden.
To this man right here, DJ O.G.ONE, special member of the community, special member of my family. That's what's up. That is what's up, yo. Look at that. I will wear this with pride, brother. I will wear this with pride. Thank you so much, bro.
Yeah. So much. If y'all want a piece of the action on the back table, I'll have them. We're doing them for $30 this time, just a pre-sale on them. And you can get them long before anybody else is going to have these. You'll be rocking the epitome of dope. And it's going to change your life. It'll turn you around.
Yes. We're gonna do a photo op. We're gonna do a photo op here in a second, man, for real. A couple of other things I just want to get y'all up on, man. Subscribe. I'm trying to say this more because I listen to a lot of podcasts and everybody says it and I don't say it. So subscribe, rate, like, share, review, comment. Anything that you can do on the place that you listen to podcasts, do that. The Klyph Notes podcast is available everywhere you listen to audio. Oh, yes. Thank you. Yes. There's a DJ Klyph Productions Patreon, so you can be a patron of everything that I do with DJ Klyph Productions. So that's Klyph Notes, that's Mic Check, that's some other things that are coming up very soon that I'm really, really excited about. So
Pivot.
The Pivot, baby. So if you go to Patreon, DJ Klyph, Klyph, you can support there. If you are in town this Sunday, please come out to Satellite.
Yes, more bounce.
Yeah, man.
We're gonna have some fun.
I'm excited to be there. If you are looking for something to get into Saturday night, I will be right here Saturday night, back right here Saturday night. The Welcome to the Neighborhood radio show will be broadcasting live, so I'm excited for that. Once again, we're celebrating 13 years of doing the show, and so it's really cool. The timing lined up really well for that. And then we're moving into August, and August is, I don't know what that means.
Said camera too hot.
Oh. Oh, yeah, it probably should power on.
That's hot.
August, like I said, August 11th, we'll be back right here with the next live recording of the Klyph Notes podcast, and we'd love to see you all here.
Yes,
August the 20th, I will be at the Get Down with this gentleman, DJ O.G.ONE, DJ Juggernaut, DJ OG2. It's the kickoff of Portland Hip Hop Week, and we're really excited for this week. That event is going to be amazing. It's just going to be a party. And I just get to MC, so it's going to be really dope. Yeah. And then on the 27th is the Star Awards, DJ O.G.ONE's event. That's going to be at the Mission Theater, and it's going to be a full event. It's going to be an award show. It's going to be mic check. It's going to be U.S. break-in representatives are going to be there.
Dope.
So national championships qualifier. So that's going on Tuesday the 23rd. When is the skating joint?
Tuesday, August 23rd.
Yeah.
Grand Wizard Theater will be doing a.
You got a mic?
I have a mic.
Is this thing on?
Right.
I got bars. August 23rd, Grand Wizard Theater is going to come to Portland and do a DJ workshop, mixer. So that's going to be at Platinum Records for all the DJs. It's free. So bring all ages, you know.
So let me say, just in case, for those who may not be familiar, how significant that is, Grand Wizard Theodore is the person who invented scratching. So he's coming to Portland.
Yes, and then Wednesday, the 24th, we have Flip and Flow. That is a production competition challenge that PDX Black Excellence is putting on for the second year for all the producers and MCs that, you know, like to flip samples. Then Thursday we have Hip Hop Wine and Chill for all of you guys that love to sip on some wine and a mixer, but it'll be, you know, hip hop heads in the business world, fashion world, all out at Abbey Creek Winery out in Hillsborough. So so I post all of them on the stories, but you also can go to pdxhiphop.com, and there's the event calendar that has all the details, ticket links, everything. So it's all for the city.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. So once again, thank y'all. I guess I have one ask. Make noise on social media. If you're on social media, make noise in your communities one-on-one. If you dig this, if you think that this would be something that we should keep doing, that we should keep doing these live versions, live recordings of Klyph Notes, let people know. We want to keep doing it. I think that I think they're fun, and it's good to just be able to come together in a format like this. And so let people know about what we're doing. Thank you guys so much. I love you. God bless you.
Thank you, everybody, very much.